Evening and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this evening. There's fireworks going off outside. Must mean there's the end of the Fiesta weekend, and it must mean that Celtic are signing a player. Yeah, the fireworks are really going off because Celtic are signing a player. But it is just a loan deal. Now, it is for a left back, and it's a position that we've been calling out for to get someone in. But people that Spanish anyway I've been speaking highly about this young guy, Alex Valle, from Barcelona. He's just signed an extension to his contract to Barcelona to 2026, and he's going straight out on loan to Celtic. Now, he was out at Levante. He was out at Levante on loan last season. Spain and Barcelona and Spain in general are generally going through a period of going for younger talent. Barcelona see him as one for the future. People in Spain are saying that he's a fantastic player. By Celtic to secure Valle on loan, he'll sure make an impact, says one of the Spanish guys. Uh, it's an interesting one. I mean, he had a clause in his contract. He had a clause in his contract which would have meant that if Barcelona had put it in place on the 1st of August, it would have made him on a wage of 3 million a year. But they didn't. They waited till after the 1st of August to give him the new contract. So he's currently on £1 million a year. Celtic will pay a fee, a loan. Celtic will pay a loan fee for the player of 1.5 million. 1.5 million. 1.5. Well, anyway, Spanish papers. I did put it on. If you go into the community tab, there is a lot of Spanish papers put in there. I put the one link, the first link that I saw, and then Fabrizio Romano is now speaking about it also. What's going on with the fireworks? Rogeri. This was one of the first papers that I seen it on. But anyway, the usual loan deals by Celtic. Let's just hope that we get Bogus and Engels in too by Friday. Yep. He's on a fantastic wage, but he was on loan at Levante. Interesting one. Anyway, let's jump into the comment section to see who is all online this evening. I hope you enjoyed the content today, and loan with an option. I've no idea, Jeffrey. We'll get to that in a minute. Lorna Gallagher was first in. Paul Burrow's in. Michael Ross is in. Martin is in. Let's see. We'll see a new face in a few days. Paul Burrow's in. Alan Stevenson's in. Good loan deal just to shore up in the weak spot. Yeah, it is. But we all wanted someone. You could understand why they've got this young. For me, the Spanish players are just absolutely amazing players. And they've shown that during the Euros. Barcelona are spending a lot of money on their youth system, spending a lot of money on their stadium. And today they released images. They did release images of the new Barcelona stadium that's going to have a capacity of 105,000. Yes, the Barcelona stadium will have a capacity of 105,000 once it is completed. Barcelona, you've got to remember, are currently playing in the old Olympico Stadium and in Barcelona, and they're just waiting on this stadium getting finished. Here, reading the Spanish sports papers, it's because they never signed a new deal by a certain day. Yes, it was meant to be. His release clause went from 30 million to 3. Maybe Celtic will have that obligation to buy. You never know. They have extended the contract. Maybe the fact that if we can get him for 3 million and Barcelona rated him at 30 million, that's a fantastic deal. It is a fantastic deal if we can get it. Chilpel says you must be in the know, but the Spanish papers are all over it, mate. Just a check for him on Google. The Spanish papers are all over, and everyone in Spain seems to be absolutely raving about the young guy. So, it's an interesting one. It covers a position that it was going to be hard. It's going to be hard for us to get someone in that was going to walk straight into the team. We've done it before with Alexandro Bernabei. Is it a good move by Celtic? Even though it's a loan deal, I'm going to say yes, because he's coming from a part of the world where you know you're going to get cracking football players. You're going to get cracking football players, and if Barcelona did rate him at 30 million at one time, well, there you go. If we can get him for 3 million in a year's time, you've got to remember they've only extended his contract by 1 year, so he's only got 2 years left on his contract. 2 years left on his contract. They extended it for 1 year, so it'll be interesting to see when. Well, it looks like the player is coming in. Fabrizio Romano saying, "Oh no, he's getting it for the Barcelona papers as well. He's also getting it from one of the Barcelona sites. He posted he got it from the paper. Gabriel Sanz. Gabriel Sanz got it for the paper. But anyway, I think it could be a cracking deal. What the fuck is going on with the fire? Can you hear that? That's almost rocking the boat, man. It's like a war out there. Okay, Jenny. That's okay. Lie down. Lie down. Oh, fiesta time in Spain, man. Honest to God. But anyway, Paul Bell says 3 million is the clause, yeah. Let's hope we can provide some great crosses. Yep, we've had more strip launches than players, yeah. Michael says another loan, guys. We want permanent players to have a few years. I think can't see KT coming back, not this weekend anyway. Paul, if we get this guy in and he does the business, you will never see Kieran Tierney. The young generation that's coming through in Spain are different level stuff. On the other channel that I've set up, I'm going to start going to some games in Spain, and I'm going to show you the level of player. See, when you look at that game today, that was a horrible game. I mean, it was a good game from a Celtic perspective, but as a spectacle to watch, that football was horrible. Do you know, it was horrible for St Mirren. It was absolutely horrible for St Mirren. I don't care what anybody says. KT is too injury prone. Is another James McCarthy. Yep, probably celebrating a loan deal. Well, who's celebrating a loan deal? What about the lad from the USA? The talks aren't taking place until Monday. Actually, give me 2 seconds because I'm going to just check something. Far too many tabs open. I was doing some work stuff and this came through. Close that. Yes, transfers. 2 seconds. I'm trying to find a bit of information and it's not giving me it. There we go. Let's pull this. Google. Oops. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Champions. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Waste LA, LA. The American isn't playing until 1:15 in the morning. That cup final in America is no until 1:15 in the morning. European time, Central European time. So that'll be midnight. So midnight. So I'm not staying up to watch that. To see how he plays. Bugger that. I'll get I'll get the details in the morning. But Mateus, he will be hopefully playing his last game for the Americans in the League Cup final. In the League Cup final against Columbus. And that starts at 1:15 Central European time and 12:15 Celtic Park time. So yeah, that's the breaking news this evening. Trying to watch I'm going to try. You're going to stay up and try and watch it, Chill Pill. I'm not staying up to that. And Bogus, they'll have 3 million, not 6 million. Story of Bogus is that they have 3 million, not just 8 million. Yeah, I've seen that. There seems to be a different. You can't really see Celtic paying 8 million, to be honest, but there's different stories going around about exactly. It's more like Celtic to go in and get a player at 3 million. They're not going to spend two players at 8 million, but we'll wait and see. Loan to buy is okay. Loan with an option to buy. I don't know if it's going to have the option to buy. He does have that. He maybe will have the option to buy because it's got the 2 years on his contract with Alex Valle. Story at Marine. Barca have also worked at the exit of Alex Valle, the left back who returned from a season loan at Levante, has negotiated renewing his contract to Celtic. The Scottish club will pay an entire fee, which amounts to 1.5 million euros. So Celtic are going to pay a loan fee of around about 1.2 million. He played his way into Hans Flick's plans during pre-season as a right back, but he also plays on the left. His versatility even allowed him to put in some performances of the United States. Interesting. So there's enough. The reason that he's getting loaned out is there's another youth player that's came through the system that's in front of him. It's not a bad thing when you've got a conveyor belt of youth players that can come right into your first team, is it? It's not a bad thing to have, and it's one thing that Barcelona definitely have is a conveyor belt of players, and all the teams in Spain do. To be fair, all the teams in Spain do. Anyway, what channel is the game on for the Yanks? I'm not sure, Lanky. Give me 2 seconds. Um, no idea. You need to Google it, I'm afraid. Possible starting lineup for the there's a. Oh, it's one day ago. 6 hours ago. It's Spanish. Ah, there we go. Watching TV. Bugger off. How can I watch it? MSL Season Pass, Apple TV. It's on Apple TV. The Americans are getting right into Apple TV with the football. Apple are putting a lot of money. Wish Apple would come along and buy up the rights for Scottish football. Live commentary. Just saying on Apple TV. Just strange. No idea. No idea. You'll need to Google it, mate. Anyway, that's the breaking Celtic transfer news this evening. That Celtic have got a loan deal coming in for a left back called Alex Valle. He does play on the left. He can play on the left. He can play on the right. Alex Valle makes the Huns look shite. Ah! Will he come in and will he get a game in front of Greg Taylor? He'll need to be some player to get Greg Taylor at the team because let's face it, we brought in a South American from Argentina. Alexandro Bernabe. He was deemed not suitable and not good enough. And it's going to be interesting to see if this guy that comes in for Barcelona can make an impact for Celtic over the remainder of this season, even though we're only just a couple of games in. Anyway, that's it. It's just a quick one for tonight, just about the breaking Celtic transfer news. I shall see you in the morning, and on that note, have a fantastic evening, Celtic fans all.